So we've been married for about 6 years. We came out to Seattle 6 years ago as well, and finally established ourselves. And about a year ago, at the beginning of the pandemic, we decided, hey, I think we should start a family. Over the year, we were trying, and it came in with a lot of hopes and excitement, and that kind of left off with some negative results and kind of things not working out the way we wanted to. It took about a year where we just kept trying and trying and trying, and to the point where we finally were just giving up, and we didn't know what to do. I didn't know if something was wrong with me, Hannah didn't know if something was wrong with her, and our next step was to go and see, well, who's the problem? And none of us want to be the problem.
With him, he wasn't like his parents medically, like we're told that they should never have another child, and then they had him, and my parents dated and broke up, and then she found out she was pregnant. So I think I really struggled with the idea of how can both of our families have these kids that weren't planned. You know, I'm supposed to have a family, like I'm doing it traditionally, but here we are with my family who was so untraditional with it, and they could have a baby, but I couldn't, and that's the thing that I really struggled with.
That kind of took us down like a little bit of a dark path of saying, God, where are you in the midst of this? We've been praying for this baby, and we've been asking for this. We feel like we're fit enough parents, and we don't know if there's anything like if there's anything wrong with us physically or inside of our body, but God, where are you in this? You say if we ask, and we knock on the door, you're gonna open it, but we feel like we've been knocking and you're not listening. And I remember one night before bed, we were talking and we were just upset, and she was reading a devotion. She was kind of on and off about devotions. We both were. We were kind of reading, and we would just get upset, and it was really hard to kind of get through what we wanted to read, and we were just really mad at God. And something just stuck out to us about praying on our knees and being thankful for what we have. So we kind of looked at each other and said, well, I guess that's something we haven't tried. So every night we sat down on our knees, and as much as we hated doing it, and like we were so frustrated with God, we were like, all right, God, we're gonna pray, and we're gonna get on our knees, and we're gonna pray, and what we're gonna pray for is, if we're not gonna pray for a baby, we're not gonna pray for what's next, but we're gonna thank you for what we have right now.
I think we both just needed to be grateful for where we were at in our season of life, rather than going, why is this not happening to me, but why is it happening to everyone else?
Yeah.
But rather thanking God for this season that we were in, because both of us were able to grow.
So I shared this story on stage about us praying on our knees, and about a month later, or 2 months later, would be Easter. That week, Hannah was sick a few days, and I just nonchalantly was like, I wonder if it's time. I wonder if you're pregnant. And we didn't think anything of it. We were just like, nah, it's probably not gonna happen. As time went on, we were like, you know what, let's just try. Let's see what happens. And the next thing we knew, we took a test and we got 2 positives. I think a lot of times when we see something negative or God not answering, we get really frustrated, and it's easy to walk away and to put things in our own time. And the hardest thing is to just praise God for what He's done and what He's doing in our lives. And when we did that, I felt like we surrendered everything. We laid down and just said, God, you're in control. And in that moment, He kind of showed up and showed off and did His thing. We're the Sanchez family, and this is our God Can story.